Today we are celebrating the birthday of Shree Ganesha, because that's a very important thing for all of us, that we should celebrate his birthday. And yesterday you did the Havan, but yesterday we had very new people, so I couldn't talk to you very clearly about Shree Ganesha's deeper manifestation. You know that he resides within us. Vasunyata Bhutana, Vasudhara, Shant, Vasan. Haji का जवाबदारी ने असमय. Now we have a very great asset within us that we know about Shree Ganesha, and that we can excite his powers. To manifest Shree Ganesha, we have to do certain amount of tapasya. First, we have to say, when we sit for meditation, that I am going to be worthy of your appreciation. Make me humble so that I am appreciated by you, and my only desire is to please. When you sit down in complete preparedness, meditating over your mooladhara, putting your attention to it with absolute purity. Now you have my photograph before you, and you tell the photograph that, Mother, you who are the Ganesha, Shree Ganesha, you give me wisdom and discretion. So attention at the mooladhara chakra, which is actually below the sacrum bone. You put your right hand towards the photograph and left hand on the mother. Now, this will tell you that your mind or your brain, which is full of confusion, which has no discretion, which is complicated, which does the same mistakes again and again, which does not understand how to cure the ills of that thing. All that can be cured if you put the right hand towards me and the left hand towards the other. So in action you do like that. Now, as he is the essence of everything that is material, that has power, that has been created, is the essence of everything that is being created. Through him, everything has been created. When you develop that, you develop your sense of subtle creativity and the sense of subtle appreciation of creativity. Then you develop your discretion how to behave with others in a beautiful manner, so that your ego is controlled. The behavior should be such that there should be no expression of ego in your behavior. Your mother is a good example. I think you know I know quite a lot of things, but I never show nor ever assert that I am so knowledgeable. I lived like a very, very ordinary person with you, and I do not in any way assert my personality that would shock. So, with your intelligence or with your other powers, like if you are a money man or if you are more efficient or anything, you should not try to impress on others. But you must deal with it beautifully. So the beauty comes when you are efficient and you are loving. That's the central point, that's the effect. That you are knowledgeable and you are humble. That you know everything about everyone but you are discreet. So in effect it is a complete personality that can only give that kind of a very soothing effect. So the soothing effect comes as a result of beauty. That's what it is. So to develop it, you have to meditate on your mooladhara chakra. I have seen many people get fanatic about Sahaja Yoga also. They think they are the real Napoleons of Shivaji. Then they start guiding you in everything. This is not good, that's not good, I am a great surgeon, I am like this and all that. And very hot tempered. Because they are fanatics. Fanaticism and temper goes together. There is no love in fanaticism. So if you tell them don't be a fanatic, they'll start crying. So the fanaticism of Sahaja Yoga is most blinding. It is something like in front of the temple of God, you beg from other people for money. Sahaja Yoga is one thing which should not lead you to any fanaticism. You have to be prasanna chitta, means you should be a very happy, joyous personality and not a tense, abrupt person. But this only achieves its maximum result when everything is done in complete innocence. But many people confuse innocence with stupidity. They think to be stupid is innocent, and a stupid man gets into ego trip in no time. Innocence is the wisest thing. You cannot befool innocence, that's the main thing. No one can befool me, I am very innocent. Innocence is that which does not harm anyone, that doesn't think that it can solve the problems, but it leaves everything for God to solve. It just existence itself in the blessings of your mother. Ganesha was just living on the complete blessings of his mother. It gives you concentration. Have you seen a child being nursed by mother? How concentrated the child is, sucking everything. He doesn't bother who is who, where is he sitting, what is it, what he is catching. He doesn't bother as to who is next to you, what is your relationship with others, or it doesn't bother at all as to the future, what he has to do next. So innocence keeps you in the present. Innocent man is permanently relaxed. Supposing I have to go today, alright, so I'll go at the time when I have to go. What's the use of getting agitated about it? People get even 10 days ahead agitated if they have to go after 10 days. And when it really comes to going, they have forgotten everything. Because they are not in the present. So to develop your innocence also is very good idea, to be in the present. At the most, what's going to happen? I mean, whatever has to happen will happen in any case. So why worry? I'm one person who is least worried, and nothing has gone wrong with me so far. On the contrary, I play tricks that everything goes wrong with people like this.
Al contrario, gioco dei trucchetti che fanno in modo che a certa gente che si preoccupa succeda qualcosa di sbagliato.
And I want them to learn that this is not so important. To keep yourself in the present is your job, and leave everything to God. Because you don't know when you are in the present, you are in contact with divine power. But when you get out of the present, you are not there. You are under your ego or superego. So for all of you, I may try just to show that I am also playing with you. But be careful. I am least bothered about anything whatsoever. What is such a disaster you have seen in your life? Just tell me. I have seen the last dissolution of the whole universe. What can I fear anymore? So when you get upset, think of something very serious that has happened to you before, and then you will not be so much worried about the nonsensical little things here and there. So miraculous things will happen through your innocence. The more innocent you are, the more blissful you will be. Now many people should try this thing, sitting in a group together, meditating, saying the mantra of Shree Ganesha. Try to build up. Those who think too much, they should also try to say, not this, not this, not this. Even the superego, when it gives you thoughts, you should say, not this, not this, not this. So you will develop that state where you stand yourself and nothing else. So the innocence plays, but it is not involved. It sees the play, just sees. It enjoys the play, just enjoys. So today, when we are thinking of Shree Ganesha, let us desire that within us His great power of innocence be enlightened. And He is, on the other side, the source of love, the source of emotional security. He is like a child, a very charming, beautiful child, and people feel extremely charmed and this thing is dirty words, I think.
Attracted? Enchanted?
How to? You see, it's a paternal love. It's the paternal love, paternal enchantment. It's not
È molto
for him. Or motherly enchantment. Because charming also is a very funny word. Because in the West people don't understand even innocence towards children. So you have to be childlike, not childish. Confusion first start with there. But some people confuse it. They think it should be like a big baby, you see.
E pensa che deve essere come un grande neonato.
That you are to be treated like a, in Marathi it is called mooladhara, like a big baby, all the time from bottle feeding, napkin changing. And there's no end to it. So this kind of thing, if it is done to someone, that really will become a stupid fellow in no time. But Ganesha's enchantment has dignity. He may look like a child, but he is an old man. He is the eldest of all. And despite all these years, he has kept his innocence intact. So sometimes people confuse it with over-doting or sort of caring too much. And the innocent person doesn't like it much. Even somebody does it, he doesn't mind because it pleases the other person, but it does not go into his head or anything. On the contrary, when you are doting such a person, you start learning. There was someone in London who was expert on massaging the feet. So she said, "Mother, you give me 1 hour one day, I'll come and massage your feet because I have known that art." I said, "All right, come such and such day." And when she started massaging my feet, you see, she said, "What's happening? It is me who is relaxing."
E lei quando è venuta ha detto, ma che succede? Mi sto rilassando io.
So that's the beauty of innocence, that when you try to pamper the innocence, when you try to dote on the innocence, it emits the beauty. It relaxes. If there's a little child and you want to kiss the child and you want to embrace the child and you want to love the child, it is you who is wanting, not the child. If you do not want it, you are abnormal. But if you want to dote on someone, then that should relax that person, the one who does that. But if it is the other way around, that the other person gets tensed up and the person whom you don't becomes ego-oriented, then it's all wrong, absolutely it's upside down. You get tensed up because you think that nothing should displease the person. You think that the person needs it. That you try to dote on the child, thinking that that person, the child needs it. It is you who need it. If you remember that you need it, then why should you worry that if you do not do particular things, the person will be displeased? So just by pleasing yourself, you are really pleasing the other person, if you see that. So this is wisdom, to see things in right perspective. And that is what should come into everyone spontaneously. When that comes in, you become a complete personality. Ganesha is sufficient to make you complete because he is complete. And as it is, for you people to do it is easier because you are already at a point where Ganesha is pleased with you. Or we can say that you are pleased with yourself. So one should not feel hurt or should not feel bad. If somebody feels hurt or something, that means there is something lacking in that person. Such a personality is the personality where we can say that Shree Ganesh is residing with his all powers. But some people have the right Ganesh, some have the left Ganesh powers. Both the types of powers must be there. If a man has been licentious and very fond of the other sex and all that, he gets such a rebound that he becomes absolutely left side corrected. Supposing before realization he is running after women or the girl is running after the man, all that gets such a rebound at that he just doesn't want to do that thing as a filth. He thinks it's filth. That is one of the feelings comes in the mind of a person. Then he doesn't hanker after this kind of nonsense. Like we have horrible names like heterosexuals and homosexuals and all sexuals off. All that finishes off. Then you keep a healthy company of your type, of your sex. Healthy company. But healthy and pure, which is very natural. And another extreme nature should not follow. Like I have also seen among some Muslims, this is the habit. They are more attached to their daughters than to their wives. Funny thing, it's absurd. They pay more importance to the daughters than to the wife. It's something very absurd. It's not good. It's again perversion. Or the women, they love their son more than their husband. It is absurd.
Yes, true.
And once it starts working like that, it can go into any absurd limit, which is not in the maryadas of Sahaja Yoga, in the boundaries of Sahaja Yoga. There has to be very healthy relationship, friendship, but not attachment which looks funny and absurd. So nothing absurd should be done, nothing overly should be done, because there will be a remorse and unnecessarily heart burning for nothing at all. It's useless. Now in Sahaja Yoga, another very important point I have to tell you today, which is not so much besides Shree Ganesha's pointing, which always we make mistakes, and in India there have been lots of mistakes like that. Now we'll give one example. Mr. X, you see, he is a great Sahaja Yogi in the sense he's good organizer, he's done this, he's done that, and we start adoring him. Or we may be jealous. One of the two things happen. Either we adore or jealous. Now if you adore the person, then you must follow his footsteps. And if you are jealous, then it is more reason that you follow his footsteps so you become like him. I am talking of wisdom.
Sto parlando di saggezza.
Now, but instead of that, when you adore, you will, even whether you are a boy or a girl, you jump on him, you will hug him, you will kiss him, you will do all kinds of nonsensical things which is not needed to express that way. Like it happened with me that I was in London first time, you see. I had never known all this. And somebody who was quite hefty, you see, just came and hugged me and took me into him, and I didn't know where to look. I was absolutely and he looked me actually.
Come per esempio una volta a Londra c'è stata una persona che mi è venuta incontro, è venuta, mi ha abbracciato forte, ha provato anche ad alzarmi.
So much so I forgot English language. I told him in Marathi, put me down.
E ero così imbarazzata, non sapevo che fare, ho detto che invece di parlare in inglese e dire mettimi giù, ho cominciato a parlare in Marathi, ho detto mettimi giù.
All that is. So it's quite funny. Even, I mean, I'm not used to kissing at all. Anybody kisses me, I get a fright, you know. But I can kiss a lady or a young boy, little boy, I can kiss it. It's all right. That's done. But not every man. I cannot kiss. It's very funny, isn't it?
Ma una signora...
So this is a kind of adoration is not very wise. Adoration is to be felt in your heart. Like yesterday, one of the gentlemen put his hand so strong on me that for 2 minutes I was just trying to put it right. And the shaking hands is very horrible thing. Sometimes they feel unless and until they have taken out about 1 kilo of meat out of your hand, they are not getting to justice. And this is how sometimes you see there is no maryadas left, even between ourselves. So there should be maryada. Now feeling jealousy is another thing. I have seen that when people feel jealous, they start coming and complaining against this person or that person or this. I know what it is. Jealousy is the worst curse one can have, I think, because you see then you can't see anything that is good, because you see a person is normal, you feel jealous of such a person. Then you feel you are jealous, so you have every right to do what you like. You just say I am jealous of you because you are so good, so now I can be very bad. I mean, first it started with people telling that this is jealousy, which is a bad thing. It was all right. But now the bad thing is taken as a, what you call, a blackmail. You see, use it for a blackmailing others. That, oh, all right, I am a bad man, so I am a bad man. You are a good man. All right, so what? Like that. To use it as a power. Like yesterday, one madman came, lunatic. Now when he came, the lunatic, he wanted to sit in front. And he just started taking advantage of his lunacy. That if he's lunatic, he can behave the way he likes. Because you are a drunkard, you can behave the way you like. What is the wisdom? Where is it lost? It's ridiculous. So, one has to be wise. When you are dealing with it, the wisdom is your growth. By wisdom, you will be fair to yourself and fair to others. Wisdom is like an ocean, one cannot describe it in one lecture. Just try to enjoy your wisdom. And the greatest wisdom of Shree Ganesha was that he was surrendered to his mother, that's all, he's not bothered. And when you are surrendered, then you just understand that you give up your ego and superego to your mother to bother about it, and you live with your innocence. And to understand also in a very gross way, we can say to have Ganesha Tattva, Ganesha principle developed in you, you must eat things which are emitting Ganesha principle like the chana, like I found out the hazelnut. Then you can see that you should use lot of these lemons. See, it's a good idea. All these give you a good Ganesha Tattva. So all these things should be used, and there are many other things one can see that which help you to develop your Ganesha Tattva. But the highest of all is to control your eyes, not to see anything that is tempting. So put your eyes on the ground. You just watch your eyes when another sex arrives or there, how do you look at that person with greed, with lust. And if you understand that, then you will start clearing your eyes very well. Another thing is physically, you should try to do 1 or 2 exercises to be able to put yourself flat on the Mother Earth, because that helps. So before doing the meditation to Shree Ganesha, you must always do that exercise to loosen the muscles so that you touch the Mother Earth in a more flat way. It will help. So for today, I think answered sufficiently.
Per oggi penso di aver detto.
Bolo Shree Ganesha, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi.